Merhaba arkadaşlar, kanalıma hoş geldiniz. Bugün L.A. Noire'ın 10. bölümüyle karşınızdayım. Hatırlıyorsanız en son bir tane cinayet vardı. Onu çözmüştük. The Golden Butterfly, Altin Kelebek diye zaten çıkmıştı. Evet, kadın indi arabadan, kitleyemedi. O onu boğacak mı? Yok. Yine boru.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hats are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Koruma elbise bana daha çok yakışıyor ya. Nereden değiştiriliyor falan hiçbir fikrim yok bu arada. Değiştiriliyor mu ya da? Belki de değiştirilmiyordur da. Değiştiriliyor diye biliyorum. Niye bu arka kapıdan gelirsiniz anlamam ya.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
Hemen mekana geldik zaten. Hop. Olay mahalli 1049.
Boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy has been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex.
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
matter. You don't believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to
Dahlia
do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Y'all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be
Detective,
working?
I was first on scene.
Konuşalım o zaman.
Help me out.
Ignore the reporters. Just get the juice from the reporting officer and the coroner.
How bad is it?
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
O aileyle görüşmek istiyorum.
All these cops, it's gotta be something big, right?
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Lan bu da çıplak ya.
Oh, we have a name.
Benim de ilk dikkatimi çeken oydu.
By R&I.
Back in a second.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Başka bir şey kaldı mı? Soygun değil. Sebep. Buradan yürüyerek gelmiş. Sonra öldürmeye çalışmış.
Was it reported in the press?
Ve öldürmüş.
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story. Reported by who?
Boynunda bir iz var.
Look at your markers. Very distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you. Thanks very much for your help.
Bakalım bileklerinde bir şey var mı? Ha, yine yüzük. Parmağı da
Fourth finger,
yüzük
left
yok.
hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed. Looks like she was tied up. It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Kayıp takı. Üstüne basmışlar herhalde.
Detectives, R&I says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Her yerde bir sıkıntılı görüntü çıkıyor. Bütün hızlar çıplak bırakmak zorunda mı var mı bunlar?
Still might be some play in the boyfriend.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If it doesn't work out then.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels you imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Moller kontuna geldik. Parasını direkt tutuklayamayız ya. Kafamıza göre. Kadın çıktı.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
Çocukmuş.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle?
Çocuğa sorgulayacak değiliz herhalde.
We're gonna have a look around.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Çocuk katilin içinde değildir yani. diye umuyorum. Cinayetin yani.
My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
Nothing significant.
O niye ki davayla alakalısız? Tamam. Bu da davayla alakalısız. Burada çocuğun makyaj malzemeleri falan var herhalde. Aha, yüzük gibi bir şey var burada. Aynen. Yüzüğün.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Kabını bulduk. Bu da saat olsun hadi. Aha.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Ayakkabıyı da bulduk. Kaç numara? 8. Lan hep de 8 numara.
Work boots. Size 8.
Burada işimiz bitti. Burada yine bir ufaktan dolanacağım. Burada çocuğun yeri zaten büyük ihtimal. Burada araştıracak pek bir şey yok. Ne yazıyor?
Doesn't look like anything.
Çok önemsiz bir şeymiş. Havucun neyine bakacağım. Konuşalım bakalım çocuk ne diyecek.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing.
Nasıl şey yapıyor
Can
ya?
you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Biraz yalan geldi bana ya. Sıçayım yapacağız.
You seem reluctant to talk about her jewelry.
It's a touchy subject with Daddy. He thought she wasted too much money on her appearance.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. I bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And they always wore her golden butterfly.
I know this is a tough time for you, Michelle, but you should really try and help the police.
Çocuğun yalan söyleyeceğini hiç düşünmemiştim.
What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What the... But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
8'di sanki.
9s, I think.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Mueller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
Şüpheli.
You got any way of confirming this story of yours?
You son of a bitch. You come here making all these accusations.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Doğru.
Was your wife unreliable?
Ne yapsam sıkıntı ya.
No.
Hayır ya.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
Where's the school?
Belmont High on West 2nd Street. There's a parking lot next door where the parents wait for the kids.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
I think you set this up, Hugo. I think you kicked up a fuss about staying home for an alibi. Then you followed your wife and murdered her.
You're out of your mind coming in here making accusations like that. Come out into the yard and I'll make you take that back, mister.
Getting hostile with us is a
Beş
very
değil.
bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
Kaçacak.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
One, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. Two, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. Three, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Ne?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
I heard the
Anlatacak.
terrible news over the radio.
Doğru mu
Help us with
falan?
our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Hadi ben atlarım diye bekledim ama. Basınca hızlı koşup yakalıyormuş.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home, and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield, and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
It's him, the cop from the paper.
Arayın oğlum o zaman. Bunu da ben mi yapayım?
Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Oh.
If we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street, send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Roger, 11K. Any Central unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School. 1575 West 2nd Street. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
11K to KGPL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with the further.
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has report waiting. Police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it,
Sıkıntı var.
KGPL.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimonii.
What?
The law
Karılarım
of
ama.
parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Dedim. İlk defa olay haberli geliyor böyle. Küçük görev gibi.
It's the first season since Battle Grashing's over. We have to go. I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy. Busy where? You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you? So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Şaka. Ah. Bu kadar koca moca dediğine göre ben şeyden de bekleyebiliyorum. Hani kesin böyle deyince ondan bağımsız bir şey çıkacağını düşünüyorum. Aman akıllım sineye gelmiş. Rahat bırakmıyor şu an. Arabayla vur bir anda önüne çıkıp oğlum.
What are you, a linebacker? You are a
He went that way.
with much to do next.
Şimdi basınca öyle koşmuyor. Solda bir araba var. Hadi oğlum, hadi oğlum. Hah. Bu yeni kazanılmış bir şey herhalde.
Car 11K, car 11 King, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Son,
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
Aha.
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Bu öldürdü. Bence bu öldürdü.
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Eli Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help. This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here.
Ne, araba boyutuna yine bakacağız biz. Hangi birinden başlasak?
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
Yanlış tıkladın ya. Oğlum diğerini al. Anıl boru var yine. Hatta ip de var. Boyuna da geçirmiş.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
Aramamızı yapalım.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks.
Gitmemiz gereken çok yer var.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
I don't know about this. My gut says Muller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard, and that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
I never said it wasn't Muller. Hell, he probably killed his wife, deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not an immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat to every kid at Belmont.
He's a peeper, Rusty. We can pick him up for something else.
Really want to run that risk?
Bölge morguna geldik. Her şey aslında çözüldü sayılır da. Bakalım burada ekstra farklı bir şey derse duruma göre birinin suçlu, birinin suçsuz ya da ikisinin de suçlu olduğunu, hatta belki de ikisinin birden suçsuz olduğunu bulabiliriz. Böyle bir şey bir durum sanmıyorum da.
Thanks for coming. Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Yine bir mekan işte bak. İkisi birden suçsuz olabilir. Değişik.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. Coroners.
How so?
No, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
Been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
Ağır ağır geldim. Şimdi şey yapamadım. Akşam 8:13 herhalde. Hava karardı çünkü.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest.
Mister, a man like you always loses the battle.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down in one round.
Hey,
You think those vice boys get any on the side?
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin them.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Yalan. Not defterini göster. O şey var mı içeride? İş kıyafeti.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Tamam, kocası nerede o? İş kıyafeti.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM, found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Not defterine bakacağım yine. Şüpheli ya.
You're gonna die for this, Mueller.
Ah.
Better give me something if I'm gonna believe your story.
Onu da oradan tıklasam daha iyi olurdu.
Is clear. You can't badger me into admitting anything.
You know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
Your wife was strangled with a braided rope, which we found in the trunk of her car. I think you bought that rope specifically to strangle her.
You can think whatever you want. But that rope has nothing to do with me.
Ne haftaki?
My wife is the victim here.
Yemedi.
But so am I.
Bence o İbni öldürdü, bana suç atıyor ya.
What am I going to do without her? And you. You heartless bastard.
Kaçta kaç yaptım? 4'te 2 mi?
We were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Bir saattir bu adamı arıyorum.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
You're down on your luck, Eli.
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
You're lying, Eli. You're a creature of habit. You just get out of jail and you're back to your old ways. You use a specific type of rope.
That may be the case. But you got nothing that says I used a rope to hurt that woman.
Diyeceğim. Var.
I think you should let me go. Is there some money coming my way for finding that butterfly?
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
Yalan.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this case, but my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the Hat Squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about?
That's the guy. Detective. That's him. That's the guy who parked the car. I'm sure of it. Hey, he's getting away!
Aha.
That's not true. I can't go to jail.
Hocası öldürmüş lan.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
Yakalayacaksan yıkala ya.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Daha ne kadar iyi gidebilirim. Gölgesi gibiyim ya.
We got lucky. You and your goddamn Latin, Phelps.
It ends here, Hugo. Once we get the janitor's statement, you'll be staring down a murder charge.
Show me your hands.
Doğru kişi değil mi?
I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
Sıçtı. Olması gereken bir şey miydi acaba? Doğru soruları çok iyi sormuş olmayabilirim. Ama ipuçlarını bir tanesi dışında hepsini bulmuşum.
Two regular army. Lieutenant!
Felt, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
We're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There's no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
나타가는 카이소 토 나마요 나나테쿠츠.
자이온주의원 나이부터 수속해다.
Kissima, nane samadato. Umutarunda.
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the US because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Evet arkadaşlar, bu videonun sonuna gelelim. Beni beğendiyseniz beğenmeyi, beğenmezseniz beğenmemeyi, videolarıma hoşunuza gidiyorsa kanalıma abone olmayı unutmayın. Kendinize bakın, görüşmek üzere. Hoşçakalın.